Hi, welcome back to the Arsenal podcast with me, Kosi, and of course, thank you for joining me once again onto the show. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Felipe Coutinho, Paul Clarke gives us an interesting update about Felipe Coutinho. What do you think? Should we go for Felipe Coutinho by the end of the transfer summer? Now, Paul Clarke is a journalist with Football.London, and he says Arsenal are preparing a late bid for Felipe Coutinho. We are back again, and I remember I told you before that we were back with another interest in Felipe Coutinho, and Paul Clarke says Arsenal is back for Felipe Coutinho. Do you think we should go for Felipe Coutinho? Tell me what you think. Now, Paul Clarke and Football.London have written some interesting story that Arsenal will be looking to get in Felipe Coutinho if we fail to get in Houssem Aouar. Now, we know very well that one of the players that we have been very much linked with has been Felipe Coutinho all the time. This transfer summer, he has been around. His transfer has been around Arsenal. He has been, one of those players that we are linked with. And as a person, I cannot really say, we don't want him. All I can say is a player. He's a good player. I would want him to join Arsenal. He's one of the players I would want to sign at Arsenal. And by the fact that Football.London are recognizing the fact that Arsenal could actually go back for Felipe Coutinho in a late bid, it really shows me that it might be that we might fail to get Houssem Aouar, because Lyon are still saying they need the money. They need 60 million euros. So that's going to be very difficult for us to meet, maybe. And we might go for Felipe Coutinho. And I'm asking, do you think he would fit in the 3-4-3 formation of Mikel Arteta? Make sure you've given me your prediction, and of course, you've given me your your opinion there in the comment box. In my opinion, still, I think Filippo Coutinho is a classy player. He's a very good midfielder. He has achieved a lot on Europe and so many other things. I still would take him. If we fail to get Houssem Aouar. However, because it's going to be a loan deal, an expensive loan deal, I would think that it would be better if we went in for the signature of Houssem Aouar instead of Filippo Coutinho. We were linked with him. His agent Kiajo Rapchin is one of those agents that are very close to us. We have had a couple of discussions with Filippo Coutinho's agent and the club as Arsenal. So I still think, if we are going for Filippo Coutinho, why don't we go for Houssem Aouar as well? Because basically he's a number 10. He's a number 10. Houssem Aouar is a number 8. I think we can do both of them. But this, choosing between Filippo Coutinho and Aouar, for me, I wouldn't take Coutinho then. Then I would take Aouar. Because if you look at what we need, basically, is a midfielder who can, push that ball back and forth. That is Houssem Aouar, and then create some chances. For Filippo Coutinho, he's a number 10. He wouldn't help us so much if we lost the ball. If I'm gonna be realistic, he has been in the Premier League. That's one of the advantages he has. So that means he's Premier League proven. So I would take him for that reason. He's Premier League proven. But in my case, I think Houssem Aouar would be the better player. We have not seen him play in the Premier League like Filippo Coutinho. But first and foremost, he's 22. That means age is on his side. He has a big resale value if we decided to take him in. Big resale value. And I think as a young player, and the reason, there is a reason as why, Mikel Arteta has been fighting for him all the time. Houssem Aouar. Coutinho is a very good addition, just like Benrahma. He has a very good vision. He's a speedy player, one of those players that you have on the pitch, and speed is guaranteed. He's going to score goals from the midfield. There are so many good things that come with signing Filippo Coutinho, especially at a club like Arsenal, where we have a lot of inadequacies and deficiencies in our midfield. I would take Filippo Coutinho, especially drawing forward. But guys, look at the 3-4-3 formation Mikel Arteta is using. Look at the 3-4-3 formation Mikel Arteta is using. That means you have two you have two midfielders, only two. The rest are defenders. You have three defenders. You have two defenders part of in the middle of the park. Those are five. Then you have two midfielders and two wingers and then a striker. So that means we can only accommodate two midfielders in a 3-4-3. And that means those midfielders have to be excellent. They have to be good. They have to be up to the task. Right? Now, what I mean, they have to be excellent. They have to be up to the task. They have to be good defensive wise. They have to be good offensive wise. Now, Filippo Coutinho ain't good defensive wise. Offensive wise, he's okay. He's a very good player going forward. But dropping back, he isn't a good player. And that's one of the reasons as to why I may decide not to go for Filippo Coutinho. Because if I have a Somewa, very good work rate, very young, you can train him, how to fall back when he loses the ball. You can also rely on his abilities and techniques going forward. So still, in my case, I'm going with Asamoah. But still, that Filippo Coutinho deal is there. I would take him if we don't have another option. Instead of getting out of the market empty-handed, I'll take Felipe Coutinho. Yeah, I'll take Felipe Coutinho instead of getting out of the market empty-handed. He can give us what Hausema would give us, but his defensive qualities are very poor, very, very poor. He's Brazilian, and you know that. Players who play in front and they're Brazilian are not so good at defending, not so good. When they drop the ball, they become a liability. You guys know that. When they drop the ball, they become a big liability at the club. But still, Felipe Coutinho is a good player, and I want your opinions on him. We're going to be streaming for around 20 minutes, so we're not going to stream for so long. Please give me your opinions about Felipe Coutinho right about now. Now, the second piece of news is about Amadou Diawara, still reported by Football.London, that Arsenal is also preparing a 30 million euro bid for Amadou Diawara to take him away from Roma. Now, it seems we might not get Thomas Partey, because if Torreira crosses over the other side and we cannot agree a deal between us and the club itself, Atletico Madrid, that means we are not going to get Atletico Madrid's Thomas Partey. That means that we either get an alternative or we get out of the market without getting a CDM. It doesn't make sense for me, to sell Torreira and you don't get a CDM. Totally, it doesn't make sense. You sell Torreira because he's a backup. He's a backup to Xhaka, and he can be backup to Dani Ceballos. So if we sold him, and we don't get a replacement, it wouldn't make sense. Now, we are linked with Diawara. However, we don't have any contact with Lyon, official contact, no. However, the agent of Amadou Diawara comes out and says the player is interested in joining Arsenal, and Arsenal are also interested in his client. That is okay. So we are going for a 30 million euro player, Amadou Diawara, very late in the market. And I'm asking myself, if we knew we were not going to sign Partey, why didn't we go for Diawara before? I think we are just wasting a lot of time. If we knew we were not going to meet the asking price of Partey, we should have gone for Amadou Diawara long time ago. Anyway, would you take Amadou Diawara and Felipe Coutinho as your two signings of the rest of the summer? That's the question. Get in the comment box and smash up the like button. I'm not really seeing how many people are liking, so smash up the likes. I'm going to take a couple of comments. I'm also going to be reacting to your comments as well. Russian says great bid for Coutinho. Stewie Emmy says hello. Welcome, humble boy. This says hi. I doubt he'll come. Truly, for the Felipe Coutinho deal, there are so many factors to consider. Ronald Koeman, Barcelona, the price, it must be a loan deal. Barcelona saying they don't want loan deals, so it's gonna be, it might not be the easiest of deals to do. If I'm gonna be honest. Hello, brother. What's up, beautiful people? What's up, Kosa? Yes, but if we can, I choose a wa. I also choose a wa. I also go for the, for choose a wa. Sure, the Brazilian is a very good player, and it will fit Ateta system to play. That is Saidu. I think he can play because he has even been in league. Okay. I want to stream with you next stream. Okay, super football. Let us link up on Twitter. My Twitter handle is go and look for Kosi's Arsenal podcast. Kosi's Arsenal podcast. That is my Twitter handle. Hello, Kosi. Hello, my brother. How are you, Stuart? I can't believe Philippe continues due to Arsenal. It can happen, but Kosi, I love you, show. I'm also in love with the show, and I also don't think, I don't feel this, this deal can happen. But you guys remember the Pepe deal. All of us thought it wouldn't happen because it was expensive. Finally, Arsenal did their crap and got it. Sure, he is, and he's one who can bring us the pride and joy in the middle of the park. All right, thank you, Kosa. Hey, kid, don't just go for news that are relevant by some small news broadcasts like Sky and Talksport, and try to update news which is fact some has some reality. God bless you. I think Football London is not a small website. Football London is not a small website. Sky and then Talksport, yeah, they are big, and I think Talksport also have this story. Yeah, Kosi, I love you. Well done. Thank you, my brother. Hello, Kosi from 256. That's Kenya. Omondi, how are you, Moses Omondi? We someone player like him who can shoot and fight for our club. I'm sure about that. Um, those formation are for big team, not for smaller teams. Um, uh, but back at it again, Kosi. Many thanks for good job. In fact, we went for Coutinho with him having played in the EPL. Is the best addition for us, but um, our is quality. Yeah, I know our is really quality. Is Coutinho coming? We are still waiting for that. Tuned in already and smash the like button as usual. Thank you so much, Mr. Mendy, and everybody on the show. Please do mind to smash the like button. I don't see Felipe deal happening. Transfer rumors. Let us wait and see. I do prefer Diawara cheap and plays the same way as Partey. Okay, that's Wycliffe. I'm a fan of Arsenal from Kenya. Please give me contact of Ateta coach. You want to disturb Ateta. What all they say about Coutinho? I'm going to be telling you that more. Why are they giving us hope? How sure are we that Barca will release him? Um, how sure are we? What about Jugino? No links, no links as for now. We don't need him. We don't need Coutinho. That is seen. Our mid is the problem of our team. Indeed, our is good for us. Thanks. Our Coutinho is good. Yeah, I will take both of them. I'm that greedy. I think Jawara deal makes sense because Madrian are not ready to leave the player man or Aleko Madrid. Hello, Omosh Okota from Kenya. I'm getting a bit restless with all these links which don't seem to have come to bring fruits. Okay. I'm seeing we're gonna be out of the market empty-handed if we are not careful. Sure, we shall be careful. We don't want Coutinho, we want Partey and Awa because I already sorted up my front. All right. I really like Coutinho, but prefer Awa. Okay. I said good evening, bro. Coutinho is a good backup target for Awa, but I don't think it will happen. Awa is most likely to happen. Okay. Well done, Kosi. Thank you so much, Ola. Love your program. Thank you so much, Ola. Thank you so much. Drop a link, plug. Everybody, drop a link. Drop a link. Thank you so much, Nathan. Coutinho and Partey would be good. Yeah, I agree. Talk about Jorginho. Really, there is nothing to talk about, Jorginho right now because the three players linked with us so much. ZAHA, Coutinho, and Zaha, Coutinho, Awa, and Partey. Those are the 4 players plus Diawara now. I think the earlier comment was asking about Chigino from Chelsea. It's reported by Sky Sports that we are interested. I don't understand why we are linked with them. Yeah, I know, but like I said, I'm not really going to it. I'm not really going to eat. It's just a link. I am frustrated. Arsenal board look at Chelsea still. It need to some players. That is our deal is off. I knew it from the start. Um, that is what happens when you rumored by rats. Run by rats. Okay. Talk about Zaha and Philippe Anderson. Okay, I'm gonna talk about Zaha and Philippe Anderson. Thanks for you for the updates, bro. This is Sean. Um, Philippe Anderson. Basically, we wanted Philippe Anderson as a backup player for Hausemawa. Yeah, we wanted Philippe Anderson as a backup player for Hausemawa. We wanted, if we were to get Hausemawa, we wanted Philippe Anderson. We wanted Ben Rama, and the case was West Ham gave us a chance to sign Felipe Anderson on loan for 5 million. Now, you don't tell me that a player who has had such a nasty season last season can actually cost 5 million on loan. And Arsenal didn't actually return to West Ham. So we are not, that deal is off. We are not in there. For this man, Wilfried Zaha, the rumors are still going around and round and round and round. Like I said on the last update about Wilfried Zaha, it could see us do a swap deal. Reece Nelson going to Crystal Palace and us bringing in Wilfried Zaha. However, as for now, there is no official contract between the two clubs. We should focus on the 2 players only, Awa and Partey. I think the Partey deal is off. Drop the rest, but not Zaha. He will be a good addition, and if we could find him by any means, right? Some news linking Gigino. Yeah, some news is really linking Gigino, but still, I don't think. I don't see that happening. Gigino or Barkley. I'll go for Barkley. I believe in him. He has a lot of potential. Jawara, Awa, and Zaha, Londale, good enough. That is Moses. Live in Nabingo, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being live always. I thought we go for Awa. What's your thought, Kosi? The best thing for us to do right now, go for Awa, get a player like Jawara, settle in the season, and look ahead. So I would go for Jawara and Awa as well at this point in time. With me, any of the 2 can fit in the club. That is Awa or Coutinho. Kosi more light on Genduzi to Chelsea. Michael. Michael, the Genduzi story to Chelsea is that we swap Genduzi with any of these 4 players from Chelsea. The first one who was linked was Ngolo Conte. The other one was Jugino. The other one was Tammy Abraham. And then we also had Carl Hampton-Odoi. But still, I don't see Chelsea going for a swap deal for Matteo Genduzi. I don't see. He's not the kind of player Frank Lampard would use. Truly, maybe the latest about Genduzi is that there are rumors that he handed in a transfer request, which Goal.com says is not true. So I think in most cases, Genduzi is going to stay at the club. I really don't think we can afford both. That is Kevin Omondi. Let's get audio. Let's get Owo and Pad. Okay. You are a Manchester United fan. Why are you acting like an Arsenal fan? I have looked at your old videos. This is for the editing. Did they seem like a Manchester United fan, or you want me to remove them? I'm not really a United fan. I'm an Arsenal fan. But the old videos don't mean that I'm a United fan. No. I really want Coutinho in Arsenal. Which 100%? Which percentage is he to Emirates? Michael from Uganda, or which percentage is he from to what should I say? Maybe I would go for a 20%. Guys, seriously, we saw how good Reece Nelson played last night. He doesn't even get into our bench most times. And people still want to spend 40 million on Zaha and Philippe Anderson. This is ASN. According to you, who do you think Arsenal will sign? Be realistic. Awa. Be realistic. Awa. Malcolm. I think Awa. All we need is now is Awa. And issues about Nelson, I don't support. Instead, take Pepe and we get Zaha because he's doing nothing at the club. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. As I promised, I was going to stream for 20 minutes, 20 good minutes, and they have elapsed. Have have somewhere to go, but remember to catch me live exactly at 7 p.m. I'll be dropping a video. Yeah, a transfer video. See you then.